Nervous, I'm nervous.
What you nervous for?
Come on, your crowd is dedicated.
Mr. DTF himself. What's up, my loves and fellow creatives?
I feel special. I feel proud.
Come on and cry on the live. Let's see. We got some folks rolling in. What's up, Vegan Life? Erica Kane. Coach Erica, what's up, love? Thomas, hey there. Coach Sharon. Ambition, hey, we got some of your materials up in the house today. What's up, Nikia? I can't see the Facebook user's name, but hey, love, hey. I'm just speaking before we get started today, because this isn't even my thing. I'm going to get a chance to sit back. I love these kind of episodes. So I'm gonna introduce the man of the hour in just a moment. He getting some stuff set up. What's up, Coach Elena? Hey, Sandra. All right, Stevie, first time live. Well, I hope you enjoy it, and make sure that you ask questions, because that's what we're here for. Hi, Dawn. Ray T's Designs and Things. Come on, first timer. We appreciate you. Reva, another first timer. Hey. Hey, LaQuisha from Nevada. Yes. Okay. Oh, he done popped up. So I gotta let y'all know the man himself is in the building. Wow. Hey, Ant, aka Flawless Powders, DTF. Yes. Y'all say hello, hello.
Hello. Man, I'm on a big screen in the back and everything.
Yeah. We got them. We got them on the TV in the front. I don't know if y'all can see what's going on. We got them on the TV over there. He all through the shop.
Yeah, I'm in Florida.
Yep. I'm gonna check and see. So at this point, if you want to go ahead and show them, the initial part, I'll see if I can get the software installed. And we should get plugged in and be ready to go. And if you need to move this camera, angle it however you need. It's got lights on it, so you can. If you need to open up and show anything.
This fancy stuff, y'all. I'm telling you, she got a lot of fancy stuff.
And so you can look at the screen and it's a little bit of a delay, but at least you can see like what they see. So this is what they're viewing right now. They've got a 15-second delay.
Yes.
Look at you getting all proper. Yes.
All right. How y'all doing out there? Flawless in the building. I'm gonna take this mask off, y'all, because we just don't want to be prepared for everything. So I'm gonna take it off. Excuse me. I'm gonna put it around my neck, and then we can go from there. But I'm looking at the screen, y'all. So y'all just let me know. I ain't gonna go too fast. We're gonna go over everything. This printer is a 7880, which it prints 24 inches wide. A real good printer. As far as printing, it's a commercial printer, as we know. We know it's a commercial printer because it has the DX7 head on it. Okay, so when you're dealing with this printer right here, you have 4 whites and you have your CMYK. It has 8 channels. A lot of printers come with 9 channels, but you still will have 4 whites and CMYK. But on this particular printer, the 7880 and then the 7800, they come with 8 channels. It has 4 whites and then you have the CMYK. I'm gonna look up here. How you doing? I see y'all. Oh, I got a lot of people out there that know who I am. They saying, "Hey, Flawless. Hey."
Don't be shocked. You're shocked.
Yeah, I'm shocked. Yes. Made a trip down to Florida, y'all. I'm down here with my cousin. My cousin lives in Florida, so when she said she wanted a good DTF printer, I told her this is the one I recommend as far as like the production that she'll be doing. She had, if you want to get into DTF, and I'm gonna stop running my mouth and answer questions. I'm trying to answer these questions, y'all. Cole, I'm in the building. I see you, Ambition. Ambition Craft is in the building. Hi, Miss Ashley. How you doing, Miss Erica Kane? I appreciate all the help. So you kept me straight. I appreciate that. We got Steve 171. I see you. Like I said, I'll be taking questions, y'all. So anything you want to ask me about DTF, I pretty much can answer it. I ain't new to this one. I've been doing this one since it pretty much came out. So um, any questions about DTF, I can show, take you through it. I want you to feel comfortable when you're buying a printer. Is this a expensive printer? Yes, it is an expensive printer because the way this is set up, it's more for the commercial base. So you know, I can print out. Well, you're going to see when we start printing, y'all. Um, I can take a 1430, which is a good printer because I had the 1432. I can take a 1430 and start printing, but and it'll probably take me, 5 or 6, about 8 minutes to print out a sheet, a 13 by 19 sheet. But as you see, I don't know if y'all can see the roll on it. I have a 24-inch roll field on here, so it's going to print 24 inches. I can gain sheet whatever I want to on this roll, and it's going to keep printing. All right. So somebody called me and say, "Look, I need 100 of these logos." Well, what I would do, I would go into my software where I design that, or when they send me the design, I send it to my RIP software, and it prints out 24. It'll print out whatever I tell it to print out. Like I said, and I'm going to show it to you, but it's basically more hands-on to see it. Because what I'm gonna do is take you through, you know, I can gain sheet up 100 chess logos on here, and I'm gonna tell this machine to print all of them out. So just just know that this right here is more of a commercial side. A lot of people don't need to start off like this. I recommend you start off with what you're doing, because if this printer just sits there, and if it just sits there, just like any other printer, it will start clogging up on you. So you need to, you know. Make sure you do your maintenance, and we're gonna go over maintenance part. I'm gonna show Shannon how to maintenance her printer, so she can be good. But I don't care if it's a dollar printer or a $30,000 printer. You still have to do your maintenance. So just know the DTF does come with maintenance. Now, do you have to print like a lot of people say you got to print every day. When the first DTF first came out, that's what we done. We printed every day because we thought that's what we had to do. But now that the technology is coming out, people are not understanding. Find out I only print every day. I'm up here, my printer's at home, but I can go right at home and start back printing. So know that you don't have to print every day. That's something that was put out when we first started doing it. What's the best printer for the small business on a budget? On a budget, what I would do, and I tell people this, I just it's a hidden secret. I would go P600, P600, P800. Because you're pretty much on that. You're on that line of commercial and not commercial. So P600 is a very good printer. It prints fast. It has 8 channels. So me, if I had to do it all over again, y'all, I would start with a R2000, P600s, which are the same printers. Um, they just got different names on them, new names on them because they're newer printers, but they're the same printers. So that's where I would start at. I started with an L1800, and I'm not knocking that. If that's what your money can get, then get that L1800, because my L1800 made me a lot of money. So if that's what you can afford, then you get the L1800. But know that um, just know that it's gonna be a slower printer. So you gotta make do with what's due, and then move up from there. But if you got enough, you know, change in your pocket, and you don't want to break the bank, start right there with the P600 and go on up. The 1430s are good too, but if I had to do it all over again, I would have started with a P600 and then done from there. I see you, Cove, in the building. I see you. I see you. I see you in the building, the Cove in the building. I appreciate y'all showing up and showing love to Miss Shannon and that lab. Like I said, and that's a long story. I'm not even going there, but I'm gonna give y'all just a little bit before I even go further. I've been rocking with Miss Shannon in that lab for I know 2 years, and I could not, me trying to learn Photoshop. I'm not the brightest one, y'all, so I'm throwing myself up under the bus. But I could not figure out Photoshop, and I took many classes, but I could not go no further. And I couldn't even figure out. I was so intimidated with Photoshop until I actually ran across a video on YouTube, and I've been rocking with her ever since. And I stand on it. I think she's the GOAT. And y'all know that. I think she's the GOAT in Photoshop. So, um, and this, just the way she explained, because a lot of people know Photoshop, but a lot of people can't teach Photoshop. That's the difference. So, I feel comfortable taking her classes. All right, let's get to this DTF, y'all. So, right now we're waiting on the software to get fully updated. You have to have a software to run this machine, and the software really, you know, you can run this printer off of the Accurate. Uh, you can the with the CAD link. You can run it with EK but I run it with Accurate. That's my preference. That's what I like to run it off of. I'm not saying it's the best one. That's what I like to run it off of. So this is the Epson 7880. Um, actually the Epson 7800 is basically the same printer. They just came out with the 80. It's gonna probably have a different it's gonna have a different magenta on it. They're all the same printers. When you get into the 7,000, the 4,000, the only thing they change up on them are the magentas. So the magentas and light magenta, it might have light magenta, but it's the same printer. Okay, so if you can catch one, you see one that somebody has a 7800, it's the same printer. All right, so don't run away from it. Don't be out there looking just for a 7880. Look for if they got a 7800, it'll work too. 7880, 7800. Then it goes from 40, the R2000s, the 1430s, the L1800s, the R1900s, the R2400s. Then you got the P800s, you got the P600s, you got the P400s. Then you have the 4880, you got the 4000, you got the 4800. Then it goes up into, the 9600, the 9800, the 9890. Now after that, it stops. So, the people that's got the 8000s and all that, I'm not gonna sit and tell you can't, it's not gonna ever be on the Accurate. But right now, it's not supported. So I'm telling you the printers that's supported by all softwares. And we can get into the difference in between the softwares right after we, get this thing going. And I know y'all ready to see it print. And we ready to do some work around here. Any questions? I'm getting comfortable now. I'm in a star's house. Okay. Hey, what's going on, Miss Dane? I see y'all. How you doing, Keon? I appreciate you, sweetie. Um, Miss Diana, I see you. Any questions? Come on with it. Y'all got any questions with the DTL? I don't mind answering. So if
Is the printer plugged up to the USB? I think that's it.
yes, ma'am.
Okay, because it's asking me about that right now, and I think once we got that going, I might have that rip on here. Let's see.
What's the best mark? I've already answered that one. If you are just starting out, what would be the best printer for me? Answer that with I would start off with whatever your money can carry. Because I'm not gonna sit here and tell you got to push out. You know, all of them are good printers, y'all, and that's just my belief. A lot of people that know me, I'm gonna say the same thing. Whatever printers make you money is the best printer. But are there better printers? Yes, they are. But my money can only get in the game, get my feet wet, learn the process. Then I'm gonna get a smaller printer. So you're not investing a whole lot. You know what I'm saying? You're not really just digging in, and then something go down, you just stuck. Because you're dealing with different heads on printers. That's what you're not really paying for the printer. You're paying for the printer head. That's what costs us. You know, you got a better printer head on it. So you have to, do your research. You know, ask questions, be for sure, and go from there. But I am answering questions. Let's see here, Shariko. I heard there is a new Accurate 11 coming. Would you wait to upgrade if you're 9.3? All right, good question, Sharika. So what I would do, because what they're doing, when they say they're coming out with a new version of Accurate, what they're doing, they're adding printers. Okay, so if you got a P800, I'm just using a printer for I'm gonna say this printer right here that Miss Shannon has. Okay, so this is 7880. There's no reason for her to even upgrade to an 11 because this 7880 is on the 9.3, 9 point. I mean the 10.1, the 10.2, the 10.3. All right, so there's no need to even have the 11 because all you're doing is adding printers. They're not doing anything else but adding printers. Now, if you notice that you're looking at a printer that you want to upgrade, like the we'll say the 8000, and you see it's coming out on the number 11, then yes, you need to upgrade. Okay, but if you already have a printer and it's already on your software, there's no need to be upgrading because it's already on your software. Because all they're going to do is just add whatever printer it is to your software. You can always go back and do that. Hey, if I put my print head back in wet, will that blow my power source on the printer? Yes, Mr. Mika. A lot of people when they're doing that maintenance, or when I'm teaching people or when I'm showing people, that steps when you how you take out your. A lot of reasons people take out their printer heads because they think their printer head is clogged. Well, I'm my old saying is, why take the engine out if you only have a flat tire? And a lot of people don't understand that theory, but there's no reason. A lot of reasons you don't even have to take out the print head, and do a lot of things if you don't have to. Now, if you're changing the print head, then yeah. If it gets to the point where you gotta take that printer head out and start doing all this sucking out and all that, put it in the water, it's time to just get a new print head. Because if you can't get that print head unclogged while it's in that machine, that's more of a problem that you think it is. So you know, if it's wet, it will throw a power. It will blow it. It'll blow the main board on the fuse. Now you don't turn one problem into another problem. So it's basically cheaper for you to even buy a brand new printer than even replace that board, because you have to take the whole printer apart just to replace the board on the printer. So you know, a lot of people just jump in. I used to do it too until I figured out what I was doing. Don't check the engine out if you only have a flat tire. Okay, that you just got to remember that. Just change the flat tire and keep it going. Plug it up and keep going. Because once you start taking out that printer head, you pretty much got to put a new printer head back in it. Uh, how you doing, Miss Torres? Appreciate you. Any more questions, Miss Shannon? Are we set up?
Okay, so it's working. It was just giving me some errors, but it looks like it's working now. It's giving the virus software was interfering with it. So I think it's good now, and I should be good to pull up Photoshop now. See, we keep giving me little stuff like that. What I'll do is I'll pull it up on here because there's something going on when we put that accurate on there. So I'm gonna pull up.
And I'll also have my laptop. So.
Okay. So then what I'll do is I'll share this screen. Okay, so I'm gonna I guess pull it up on Photoshop here, and then I'm gonna have to. I don't. you probably gonna have to show me what to do on this one.
Alright, so is it?
Because I already did some work. So if I have a file, I just want to try it and see if it's gonna work.
You have to set it up for it.
Oh, okay. Gotcha. So we got some setting up. Didn't know that.
Oh, he talking about to close that out? Right click it, close.
Alright, so can you all hear and see the screen right now? I'm going to give it a second because I know we have like a 15-second delay here. I think you know what they probably can't hear. I'll have to turn the microphone off on this.
What's that say on the screen?
Okay. It's given some it's been giving some runtime issues and I don't know what that is. Hey, can y'all hear now? I just changed the microphone, so let me know if y'all can hear me now. Because I don't want to get started until I can confirm you can hear me. Yes. Okay. Awesome. Awesome. Okay. So we're going to set the settings. Mm-hmm. So do you want to take over this part?
Yeah. Let me set it up real quick.
I'll try it.
I'm not lazy.
Oh.
There we go. All right. So we're going to set the channels up first.
Okay. Yeah, it's got a little wrist.
Yeah,
some people like to turn it the other way and not have the actual mouse pad. If you turn it this way,
there we go.
That's how my brother likes it. He can't stand the pad.
I'm trying to find it. There we go. Add a little mouse. All right, first we're going to set the channels up. So you have to first, let's come out of here. Let's go to find your printer. Layout. Well, this is going to be wrong. First we're going to do, you see me back there?
You want me to grab you?
No, that's why I'm looking for this key thing, right? That's why I was like,
yeah.
I reached my computer. All right, so we're looking for, first we'll do the 24. We got this 24. And the height is, let's go 30. Okay. Thank you.
Yeah. It's a little weird. It's like an ergonomic kind of wobbly stool. But...
That's better than what I was doing. All right, y'all. And then we're going to do 30 by 24. Let's go to the printer. We know we don't have the R2400. We have the 7880. What in the world? The code cannot exceed. Was not found. We installed the program made. Yeah, she might have to.
We might have to do a reinstall.
Yes, yeah. And I have, like I said, I already have it on my laptop. Cause if
you want, we can pull that up and then I can show the Photoshop on this other laptop.
Yeah. Let's see what it's going to do right here. So that's your printer right there. And you already got the drawers installed. Let's find them. Oh, I see it. Right there. All right, paper size, check paper size off. This is wrong. And we will be on roll feed. All right, that's pretty much good. Let's go to your channels. Let's go to setup. And we got white. So we're going to change the channels to white. White. On the 9.3, you're not able to do this. You're not able to change your channels like you do on the 10.1 and 10.2 and 10.3. This is the difference in the softwares right here. Then they added some printers. So we got those in. Now we got Cyan. Yep. Magenta. And we got yellow. Going to save that. Man, it's trying to act crazy. Yeah, it's not even changing it here.
Might be the.
There it is.
Okay.
All right. Then we're going to change your ink limits, which is pretty much good. I like to do, 10% higher than our colors. So this is your white tab, but I want to change these right here to 50. So all my numbers on the inside, this is how I run my printer. I run on basically pretty much all of them. But you can change these all to 50, and I'm going to explain it real in just a second. So I just changed all the numbers on the inside to 50. Now what I'm doing is this top number right here, I'm getting 40% out of each color right here. So the printer is going to print out 40% of each color right here. All right. Now, if I wanted to do individual, if I needed an all black or all gray, then I would go ahead and play with these numbers right here to get that solid black or solid gray or solid yellow or whatever. But if I had an image that I was trying to print out, I always start off like this. I start off with 40, 50. Okay, so that's a good number to start off with. Sometimes it depends on your print head. If your print head is clogged up, then you'll probably have to take this up a little bit more. But if it's not clogged up, you need to stay around 35, 40 at the top. And then your white needs to be about 5 to 10 higher than this to get that coverage. Because if this ain't right, the shirt ain't tight. You like that saying?
Yeah.
She said, yeah.
No, I'm sorry. I was watching a little thing pop up.
Yeah.
Yep, that white ain't right.
Yeah.
That ain't tight.
That's right. That's it. The white ain't right. That shirt ain't tight. I don't care how good of an image it is. This has to be right.
Yeah.
All right. So we got the 4 tabs. We just set up the printer. The printer size is 24 inches because we got a 24-inch roll. Now, if I was putting a 13-inch roll in there, 13 by 19, I would just hit this right here, 13 by 19. And that's going to let the printer know where we're printing from. 13 by 19, and you would go to printer size, and you would change this to regular sheets to make it print. All right, so this has to match with this. So now we're going to bring in an image. I know there's some good images on here.
Let me see. I think I just did a couple where I did a breakdown, but I might have to export them as PNGs. So let me see. Okay, that's one. I wanted to try that out. Wasn't sure how that's going to turn out. That's one that we removed the black from. So if it works, then I want to show them how to do that. Now, did this come in like super big? That's my fault.
Yeah, you good.
Oh, look at that. That's actually easier than doing it in Photoshop. Okay.
Oh, so the black is already removed.
Okay. Black is removed, and it has the little halftone in it. So I wanted to see if it would put the white behind it.
Gotcha.
And if not, then we'll play with that and get that working.
All right. So now that she has an image in, every DTF printer you have to flip it. So, and we're gonna go through these settings, y'all. But right now I'm just going, right click it and mirror the image. Okay. All right. Which all this, what I just did the right clicking is right here too. That same right click is right here too on the file. All right. Why in the world do you keep doing this? You go away.
I might need to like restart the computer.
And then the same thing is over here, really, on the print side. Okay, so now we don't right click it. Is there anything else we need to do that image, or it's ready? So if we go to, if I go to color, so that's the black behind it. So did it take it out or?
I don't know.
Oh, that's it right there. So that's how it's going to look. So it came through. So the preview of it is showing how it's going to look on that black. Yeah. So if we take it out, so I take it out and put it on, just regular color, white. It's out of there. The preview of it, there you go.
Okay. So it might not print as vibrant, and that's what I wanted to see if I need to put more white behind it. But we can try and see.
But see, it's showing you right here. See how dense it is? Yeah. This whole image is supposed to be white.
Gotcha.
So I don't think it's gonna show up. Because if I bring another image in here, a regular image, you'll see what I'm talking about. Mm-hmm. It's gonna be, you're not gonna be able to see anything.
Okay, gotcha.
But we could try it, but right here it's showing me that it's not gonna actually show up. But we're gonna try it. Okay. So that's the regular one. Let's do a sheet.
So I have the regular image too. You want to do a sheet instead? Because I think I have some sheets.
Paper sheet thing. Let me put the sheet in.
Okay. Let me see.
Before we even do the roll. And notice on the 48, on the 7880, you can go, like I said, you can go roll feed and you can go sheets. So, on the big orders, my big orders, I like to do roll feed. But if I have just a couple of shirts that I'm trying to do, then I would do, just do it by sheet. And all you do is just line it up in there. And the print's going to recognize the film. And hit the pause button. Pretty sure that I hit print from there.
Did you? Let me bring it back up. Show. Exit solo layout. And then
is it's ripping the files right now. So it's ripping the color files and your white files. So right now is what it's doing. It usually take on a 10.2 and a 10.3. It usually takes about right at a minute to rip. On the 9.3, it takes about 2 minutes to rip. So that's one upgrade that they made from the 9.3 to the 10.2. So, but as far as like how fast they rip in about a minute on the 10.3 and up. On the 10.2 and up. I'm sorry. um, I'm looking at what's going on with you. I see you. I see you stand. I'm sorry about that. I'm just not looking at the screen. Uh, color shirt is it going on? Oh, it's going on a black screen. It's going on a black shirt. But what we done, we did the knockout. We took out the black. Well, Miss Shannon took out the black, y'all. She took out the black, and she's doing with pixels. So we're actually doing our first print really to see how it's going to come out. And if we can get this thing to work like this, it's going to give you a better feel and everything with DTF. Um, DTF is already a great product, but if you get that soft feel that's actually printed into the shirt, that's the way we want to go. Well, something happened. I don't know what happened, but we're gonna find out. It's done. It's done printing, y'all, but it didn't come out the whole screen. So yeah. So that's what I was telling you right here.
Okay. Well,
Yeah.
Let's try that and see. And I'm glad it printed it smaller. I didn't know it was gonna print it that small though. But because then we can test the white behind it because you can't really tell from there whether it's got enough white until we press it.
Yeah.
So heat press is one. Let's see. This one, we already got it to 400.
Gotcha.
Okay, and then that one set to 280, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
So
Cool.
you want me to roll this over there? Like this?
Yeah. Well, we gotta powder it and cure it and stuff.
Yeah, it's not gonna take that long. That's a big boy right there.
Yeah. You wanna show it on camera there? Yeah, I'll roll it around to you. All right. Now you might have to bring it a little closer over here. Let's see.
What I'm doing.
And you want to take that bin right there and turn it upside down, and we can set it on top of it. That way, it can be up a little higher. Can you see it good?
Yeah.
Oh, there you go. Consistence. Start steady to mine.
All right.
I kind of shake it. I have a shake it for real over there.
Let me get this camera focus on down. Just go down a little.
You need to angle it down a little bit?
Yeah.
Okay.
Right there. So really, I used to have like a little cup or something, y'all. This, I do this all the time, so nothing's never happened to me. But all you want to do is take your flawless powders
Shameless plug, little shameless plug.
And all you're doing is making sure the whole image is covered, you know, with the powder. Pat it off a little bit. Always tap it in the back. And from there, it goes
Now, are you able to use that sheet again, the other part of it, or once it's gone through the printer, you don't?
I pretty much don't even sit them back.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Because once you get that powder on it, you probably don't want to get that in your system. All right. Yeah, you got to jump over these cords right here. Yeah. And then you might have to re-angle the camera now.
All right. So from here, this heavy duty bad boy. It's a heavy duty.
Yeah, that's that old school. School. Had to break that one from the back.
Yeah. But we're just gonna set this up under there for it's set at 400 degrees, and we're gonna do it for right at. Let's do it. I don't know what we just did, but I know we're doing it. It's usually right at a minute, y'all. So
okay. It's got a little kickstand on it. That's all.
This bad boy here, man.
Yeah, that's an old school Insta. That thing is probably over 20 years old.
Insta.
Uh-huh.
Are they still in business?
I believe so.
Okay.
Yeah, they still make that. They say they make some of the best presses with the most even pressure. Yeah.
Your dad's?
No, this is actually one I bought secondhand from somebody that was selling one a couple years ago. And I felt like it'd be good for something like curing.
Yeah, everything is on it. Let's see what old Bessie do.
And then what I'll do for this one, since I don't want to put this one on the shirt yet, I can get just a little piece of black fabric and just try it out on that. I got plenty of tablecloths.
All right. So we got a minute. And the way it looks is what I was right. So a minute, with these heat presses, you want to do 400 degrees and do a minute. And you're going to get an orange peel look on it. That's how you know it's ready. But this is how I press mine at home, y'all. This is how I cure it and everything. I do it with my pre-heat press. You could do it, if you want to get the heaters and stuff, that's fine too. But, mine, I've learned that the heat press is a lot better. You get that even pressure on it, even cure on it. I don't know if you can see it. You put it up in the light right there. All right. Now we're going to take our direction to the other side of here.
You want to cut it or just go ahead and put it on the hole? It should matter. What, you can start up in that corner? Because this is just a
I bought a lot of shirts, so we got to be.
Yeah, well, I want to see how it looks, but this is the back of a tablecloth here, so.
So we got, let me see something.
You want to check the pressure first and get that moisture out? I'm just holding it down here. I ain't going to burn. I know about this. Hold it from underneath.
Oh, Lord. This is one of these nice ones, y'all. I ain't used to it. How you open it?
It's going to automatically open.
Oh.
Now, if you want to open it early, you can kind of pop it up.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah, this is the Stahls Hot Shot Mix 16 by 20 auto open.
Man, this is some nice stuff right here. We're going to put that up on there. Let's go up in this corner a little bit more right there.
All right.
That's pretty good. And like what I like to do, y'all, like I said, light to medium pressure is what I do. And that all depends on your press. If you got a press that's nice, whatever. But it needs to be light to medium pressure. And what I do, I take mine and if you want to do, you got some more shirts, let it cool down. But even though it says hot peel, I don't pull it hot. I don't pull it hot. I pull it cold peel no matter what I'm doing. So cold peel is what I'm looking for. You know, cold peel to the touch, and you'll see why. If I start taking this thing off now, it'll come up. But what's going to happen is it's going to start peeling up, and you don't want that. So if you let it completely cool down, just let it completely cool down. Like right now, it's cool. All right. So now this is the reason why I like it when it cools down, because I can just go in there and just pull it off. I ain't gotta wait for it or look at it and all that. What's Mister? Gotta let her approve it now, because this is her.
Oh yeah, that's too light. Yeah, I see where the black come through.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, let's do I guess one without the halftone in right now, just so we can get make sure we got the colors right.
Gotcha.
So let's do that one, and then I can play with this whole thing with the halftone.
Mm-hmm.
So it did. It's on there now. It ain't what we want.
And I'm gonna set this back through again and get this spot right here.
Okay.
Yeah.
So let's send just a regular PNG printer. Now, did we ever do make sure that it was all the print heads were printing and stuff?
Oh, we can do that. Yeah, we can do that
Just
right
to make
here.
sure?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Cool. And then while you're doing that, oh, you know, it's in centimeters.
Oh, that's the reason why. Yeah, yeah. I didn't change it at the top. You're right.
So do we need to change the settings on here then?
Oh.
That's not
I always thought you had a what the buddy at table buddy.
the button is on here.
It's up under that? Is that
No,
what it is?
it's actually around this corner.
Order all that, take it back with you. Yes, ma'am.
What you don't want to do, you don't want to have to take it apart because once you get it there, you're gonna have to put your Teflon on there.
Oh.
But we can.
Oh, so
it don't.
It can't break down and.
Well, you can. It depends on how you're driving. Are you driving like a truck, or like a car?
My wife's Honda.
If you don't have anybody to sit in the back seat,
No.
then you can put the frame in the back seat.
Yes.
And then that way it's already connected. The frame is there, and then you just put the legs back on when you get to where you're going.
Gotcha.
But yeah.
Still going through this. I did a whole printout thing for it. Any questions?
Let me do my job.
I'm up here. I had to step away. Did I miss the steps for the powder, or he didn't use the powder? Yes, ma'am, I did use the powder. All you want to do? We're gonna go back over again. You didn't miss anything. We actually go back over again, so you'll get to see that hands on. Right now, I'm doing an actual printout, y'all, of the printer. But while we sitting here, we can definitely answer some questions. Flawless is in Florida. Flawless is everywhere now. Flawless is tired. No, uh, y'all more than welcome to ask some questions. You know, I see 53 people is in this live. So, you have any DTF questions? More than welcome to help me. I mean, ask. The first print you did, how was the feel? Oh, the feel that we just did is, you know, we did it with the black knocked out. The feel is gonna, it actually feels like, to me, I tell people it feels like a vinyl that's been, like, I can't call it. What's the name of this vinyl? But it's real, like real thin vinyl. That's the feel you get. Now that all comes into play of how much ink you're dumping out, how you got your settings. But on this particular project that we just done, we took out the whole black, so we felt more shirt than anything. Now we're still, touching up on it, trying to figure out the best settings for it. So I have a 9880. Can it be converted? Yes, ma'am. It sure can. Now you have to get a lot of stuff to get them converted, but you can convert them. And the printer right behind it can be converted to 9800. So you can go 9800, 9880, just like the 7800 and the 7880. You could do that. So the printer right before this one is the 7800. It can be converted too. Oh no, that's fine. They just doing a printout of the plan.
And this one, how do I tell if the like the air, like it has the air hole versus the fill hole? Does this one have that?
No, this one you don't have it.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah, the cartridges don't have it. It just has this one fill hole.
Okay, cool.
And then priming them. And like I said, I can show you that.
Okay.
It's just sticking a needle in the front and priming, make sure the ink is through.
Okay.
But as long as they never go empty, you don't have to worry about that no more.
Right.
But
yeah, I've had that happen before on this one. I have to prime these cartridges upon first putting them in, and then after that, you don't have to prime them unless you do like me and you let them get empty one time, and then you have to get the air out the line.
Yes.
It's not that much fun.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, cool. And then we have the other print ready to go. And for some reason, I can't pull Photoshop back up on that. So we'll see if we can basically reinstall the software and restart it after we're done with all this. Because I think that's what's happened. Like it was conflicting with some other software. Because I think I had Accurate 9 on there before. So we're going to just remove all of that and do a fresh install.
Yep, I was looking for the L1800. What was that at?
Yeah, back there.
Oh, it's
unopened. Well, it's open, but it's never been used.
Yeah.
So I have that L1800. I have two L1800s. I'll probably sell them. Once I have this, I'm going to need my L1800.
I did the purge test. It's a purge file.
Yeah.
But this right here is printing all out. I didn't know it would go through all these steps.
And I have a CMYK kind of sample purge file.
It's going through every step.
Now, is there any way that we need to like look at the lines and see like if there's anything weird going on with the lines, like if there's air in it or anything like that?
Yeah, I'm telling you, on this print right here, all you're gonna be doing is making sure, like before I leave, I'm gonna put the chip reset on and reset the ink.
Okay.
You take the same chip resetter to do the maintenance part, the maintenance tank. And you do it with, the same chip on this one. So I gave you two resetters. So if one goes down, which they never go down, it just locks it. Just reset. All you'll be worried about is looking at this, and when they start blinking, know to reset.
Yeah.
If you don't use it for a week, Shannon, you'll go through a power switch. It's gonna push the ink through, and you're back on the print.
Yeah. It's like these maintenance things.
Yeah.
Have
but other than that, it's a horse. It's a good printer. But like I said, you got to just watch this, and you have a whole set of chips. Make sure I bought all the chips for it to reset. In case one do drop, you know what I'm saying. So, but they do go crazy sometimes. Are you ready? The people are ready. Are y'all ready?
But this is a part of the process too, right?
Yes. Do you sell the conversion kit to what printer? What's the biggest size you can print with the 7880? 24 inches. But you can also do you can also do sheets. But it can go up to 24 inches. Well, she has a 24-inch roll on here. So it can go 24-inch roll. It can go 13 up to 13 by 19 or 17 by 17, however you want to do it. But the film only comes in 11 by 17, 13 by 19, and 24 inches. And 17 inches, I'm sorry. And what we waiting on, y'all, we just waiting for a printout to come out. So
you know what? I'm gonna play with the Photoshop part of this to see if I can get those settings right, and then maybe that'll be something.
Yes, ma'am. I am. Do you sell the conversion kits? Oh, for the 9880? No, ma'am, but I can't get them for you. I don't actually have it in stock, but I can get them for you. You can go to, like I said, you can go to Ambition Crafting Paper, get your film. You got the flawless powders um, website. You can go there and get your powder. I do sell cartridges for the smaller printers, 1430s and 1400s, and cleaning solution, all that good stuff on my site. But I can't get my hands on a 9880 conversion kit. This thing, it's printing out everything. It'll tell me the whole insides when I get done. Okay, yes, ma'am.
Okay. All right, so right now I'm just playing with this action to see if it's going to do what we need it to do.
And also, y'all, if you're looking for, if y'all want to test this product out, or get your hand on some transfers, you can go to my website, flawless 615 at iCloud.com. Let me take his mask off. Flawless flawless 615 at iCloud.com, and you contact me there. Um, uh, I need a transparent PNG file. We're doing 13 by 19s at $7 a sheet. So, if that's something you're looking for, you want to try it out before you start investing, just email me, and I can get back in touch with you, and walk you through the process. But it has to be a PNG transparent file, though, ready to print. That means when you send it to me, it's already sized and ready to go. We almost done, y'all. It's still doing its thing. Right now, we're just printing out, all the codes and everything off this printer. how long the ink lasts on the average. I've been doing, like I said, I've been doing this 2 years, y'all. And I wish I could have brought a shirt down here that I've done when I first started. But at first I was telling my customers, don't dry their clothes, don't do this and do that. But now I don't even say anything because I've been, like I said, mine don't crack. My prints don't crack on my shirt, and it's a learning curve in it. Yes, you have to get your settings right, but if you dump too much ink on anything, it's gonna crack. So you don't want to be dumping out too much ink uh, to make it crack. So it's all in your settings. Find out what your best settings at. But and the feel and the ink, it lasts a long time as long as uh, everything is printing out. You print it out the right way and curing it the right way. So it has a lot to do with your curing and your powder and your film. Okay, um, DTF is new. It's still new. So we got a lot of people out here putting out different products. And I'm just saying, I know my product. My product I've been using since day one. So, and like I said, I don't have no problems with my product as far as like my ink and all that. But it always comes down to your curing, your ink, your powder, your film, your pressure, your heat, whatever you're doing. A lot of people are pressing their shirts at 400 degrees. We're not doing sublimation. It don't take that much. It takes 280 degrees. That's what I do mine on. 280 degrees to about 320. 320 is pushing it. So 280, 320, light to medium pressure. Let's see what I got here.
Good.
That's showing your whites and your CMYK.
Okay. Cool. So, did we already print this Rihanna one or not yet?
Well,
We didn't print this Rihanna one yet.
No,
The new one. Okay. 3.0.
Yeah, I want to actually put it up. Just lay on that box right there. 'Cause we ain't got a powder in that. That's my other habit. Uh, let the right side. I don't even know what side. Let's see. So I actually let this. That's too heavy.
Yeah. Print. So, do I just send it to print now?
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sure. That's something.
Oh, you pressing something?
So let's see where you're at.
Hold on, because I need to put you on. I didn't know you were on board.
Yeah, I don't see it out here. Let me see where you're at.
You need me to. Well, I was going to print this one
Mm-hmm.
just so we can, because we know how that one's supposed to come out.
Okay.
So just hit print.
Hit print.
Mm-hmm.
And then you want to make sure these two boxes right here. Now, we're doing it on just sheets right now.
Uh-huh.
So just hit the two top boxes because we don't need to cut anything because it's just sheets.
This one.
There
This
you go.
one?
There you go.
Okay.
And that's it. And that's it. Print right here.
Okay.
And you're ready to rock and roll.
And I already mirror imaged it.
Let me get one more sheet. Mm-hmm.
I think the internet is getting a little laggy. Someone else asked, what type of DTF printer do you recommend for a beginner? Did you see that one? Somebody else asked again, a DTF printer for a beginner?
What type of printer do you? I recommend getting, a 1430, 1400s, and they're good printers to start with and do good maintenance. Learn your maintenance. Um, will it do 100 shirts? No. Will it do 100 shirts overnight? Will it do 100 shirts in 2 days? Yeah, you'll be able to do that, but it's gonna take you forever in a day. This is a starter base printer, which is the 1430s, which is it can get orders done. You can take 20 shirt order, something like that. That's fine. But is it mass production printer? No, it's not a mass production printer. It's a good starter printer. DTF printer. Huh. I see what happened.
What's that?
It wasn't done printing, so it printed out the other part of the printout.
Oh.
Yeah, it was still printing out that printout. I didn't know that. I'm sorry. I'm like, what's going on? All right. One second.
So, Aunt, when you're loading the paper, like what do I need to look for as far as for the front versus the back?
Good question. You loaded the paper. What I do, you always want to print on the dull side. So what I do when I'm loading it into this printer, I'm taking my nail and I'm just scratching it. And if powder comes up on this, it'll come up. So I just take a corner and scratch it like that. But usually on Ambition Crafting paper, uh, it says this side is print side. So you'll put that side facing you when you actually load the printer. They
Gotcha.
usually have like a let me get the package. It'll be something like this right here, but it'll usually have this side is printing side. So I know the side facing me is the printing side. So I do know on Ashley's paper and Bishop Crafter paper, it has it on there telling you the print side, and this thing right here does too. So um, it's not hard. It's not hard to figure out on that part. Just know if it's not on the right side, what's going to happen is when you start printing, that ink is going to start running down your film. So that's how you're going to know that it's not on the right side. But if it's on the right side, you're good. It's going to stick to the film.
Is it's printing the print now or it's still printing the other stuff?
No, it's actually putting your image out.
Okay. Cool.
It ain't nothing. What I do, I just turn it over. So it is, but the screws are yeah, that's it. Put it up, bang, turn, bang.
Hey, Anthony, Lauren asked, how do you know when it's over cured? When your powder is over cured?
Uh, it's really going to turn like a beige color green, like a dark green. Let's turn it like yellow or green color, and beige. It should always just be clear or white peel, orange peel.
Gotcha. So orange peel is the texture you're talking about, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Gotcha.
$1,400 and 14. Yes, the 1,400 and the 1430 are the same printer. Really, they're basically the same printer. It just one came out 6 months later than the which the 1430 came out 6 months later than the 1400. So the 1430 is the newest one, but all they done was just added Wi-Fi. Well, you don't need to be printing on Wi-Fi or anything, y'all. So, if that's the reason, don't get it because of Wi-Fi. You should be printing on Wi-Fi anyway. You need to hardwire your printer, especially DTF printers. But they both take the same parts. They both take the same cartridges. Both take the same heads. So the 1400 and the 1430 are the same printer. Now they run high because a lot of people are getting into DTF now, so they know that these printers are out there and they trying to sell them high. So be expected to spend, just for the printer, a good one, and you might get lucky, but at least 800 down or 1,000 down, for that printer, for a good one. Now to convert it, $1,700 for everything. So 700. If you can find one for $40 that is printing good, just know about $700, about $500 you go have to spend just to get it converted. So 1,500. Roughly, I tell people 1,800 for to convert them. 1,400, 1,430. The ones that I sell that's like that, the 1400s and the 1430s, I sell those packages for $2,450. And that comes with everything, software, everything. When you get it in your hand, it's already ready to print. This right here looking good. I think this. I'm glad you can see this. Yeah, I'm glad you can see it now because now you can see what the white's on the center about, and how it's not showing. You're not getting the white. Well, it's not putting up. It's put it in certain places, but it's not putting where all over the image. It does. Oh. What's it? But it's not. They don't have no black behind it. Well, maybe it does. Yeah, it does. Ma'am.
You probably won't see it too much. Yeah, even his hair is black there.
Yeah.
So you don't think it's putting enough white behind it?
To me, probably, we can take the white up on the settings a little bit more, but we can take it up about 60. I can see the white. It's on there, but it's real thin. Yeah. So maybe we need to probably take that up just a little bit more. Okay. Because I can see. Everything is the white. You can see the white ink all in the lines on here. So I know it's coming out. And the image actually looks good from here. So this right here don't have no.
There's no knockout at all.
Okay. Gotcha.
It's just a straight PSV file.
Yeah. Yeah, you can see it good here after the light. Not dark. It's dark up here and it's white down here. So yeah, it's pretty low.
Maybe I should have tried to print some smaller prints first instead of trying to go big. You know, we always want to go big.
Yeah. You designed this?
Yeah, this is Stan's cartoon, and this is class number 162.
Mm-hmm.
So you can change out the colors of the pattern and change out the text in the image.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So on 13 and 19, you see how we got it down here.
Mm-hmm.
Now, you know, it's something we got to learn. I'm going to show you inside the rip software.
Mm-hmm.
So we got to bring the image to the top because it cut it off at the bottom.
Because it's on that artboard. It's at the very top. They ready to make it a little bit smaller.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, before we print another one, let's make sure this one has enough white behind it. And we'll press it on the tablecloth.
See the difference?
Uh-huh. Okay. Yep. So here we got a coat it with the flawless powder. Make sure you full screen over here.
For the ones who wanted to see that, let me straighten the camera up a little bit more so you can see it.
There you go.
I'm sorry about that.
That's good.
All right. So there we go right there. And all I'm doing is just covering my image. And I go back and forth like 2 or 3 times, make sure that the whole image is covered with the flawless powder. And all I'm doing is knocking off the excess. And now I'm going to take it to the press. And you want to hover over the image about an inch. You know, about an inch. You know, because everybody's going to do it different. But I usually have mine about the way Shetty has her about an inch over. Inch and a half, 2 inches. But, you know, you got to find your sweet spot. So now we're going to do 2 minutes. 1 minute. Usually what all it takes at 400 degrees. I figured that out. Like 400 degrees, it's just everybody like 400 degrees. Now we're doing 400 degrees to cure it. And all we're doing is just curing the film. And I usually it takes mine about 45 seconds, y'all. But we're going to do a minute on this one and make sure it's fully cured. If you go a minute and a half, you're still fine. But I wouldn't be sitting up here holding this thing up under 400 degrees for 3 minutes. You're going to be burning your image. And then you're going to have problems in the image, you know, coming off your shirt, flaking up and everything. Because it starts here. If it ain't cured right and then pressed right, it's not going to stay on there right. And your shirt ain't going to be tight. I like that. Okay, the floor, let's start rapping. Oh, man. But there we go. We got a minute. I'm looking at it. I'm checking it out. Right now, I can look and tell y'all that it needs to be flipped around. So how I know, because it's real shiny up here, and down here it's real dull. So that lets you know this right here is not cured like this side. This side up here is cured right. I'm gonna let Shannon look at that too.
Oh, so bring that down.
Yeah. So this is cured. But this down here is size like powdery looking, and lets me know it's not cured.
Oh, okay.
All right, this up here is cured though.
Gotcha. Like you said, that orange peel and that
yes, ma'am.
clear.
So I'm gonna.
Yeah, I'll say
I'm gonna flip it back around the other way. Old Bessie's probably said, "Look, I'm doing my best."
Well, you know, this is also, if you tap it, it levels.
Okay.
So it probably was closer to one end.
Gotcha.
Yeah, it was closer. The back was kind of down. So yeah, that should be better. And I think I could bring it down a little bit, but if you bring it down, you risk dropping on top of it.
She gets a pass.
Yeah. She's been doing a little thing. She a little tired.
I paid before you was here.
Basically.
Yeah. got any questions?
Annette asked, how much does it cost to convert the 7880?
We'll
You have
take
to
you
find
on,
one first, right?
Mel.
You have to find one first, right?
There you go. You got to find one, and they out there, but you have to find one, and because the printer game is kind of, you got to watch it and make sure these heads are good. That's what we just done. That's what we was waiting on. I was letting her see that the printer head is perfect. So you have to really pay attention to that. Now, when you find one, if you find one that has a good head, it's gonna run you about 1,000 to get it converted. And this is ready to go. I don't
So
know if
now
y'all
it's
can see that.
glossy.
Y'all see that? Y'all see that
Yeah,
shiny?
I can see the difference.
Okay.
That's good on camera too. So that's good.
Mm-hmm. So this is ready to go now.
All right.
So
we'll put it on the test.
You want? I got shirts. I got shirts.
Well, I don't want them.
I got 900 shirts I bought.
But okay, we can
Yeah.
try it on the shirt. I was just saying that print ain't no good.
Oh, it ain't?
Well, it's cut off at the bottom. You know how I am about hard lines. So that's what I say. Just use that till we figure it out. Because you got to show me how to, I guess make it small enough and then start it at the top of the page.
I got it. If we can't figure it out with these 15 shirts.
Yeah. So now, do we need to pre-press the shirt?
Yes.
Oh, let's do. Yeah. Press the button.
There we go. Let's do this.
Yeah, if you want to pop it up, you can. Yeah.
So I can lift it up.
Yeah.
Got it. All right. There we go. That's it.
I'm just as lost as you right now.
Okay.
Oh, right here on top of the
Mm-hmm. All right, we're about to press this, y'all. Got 15 seconds, 280 degrees. Light to medium pressure. Okay. What I do, everybody do this same stuff like you do in vinyl. But what I do when I'm doing shirts, I do the same thing. But I'm more of an eye person, so I put mine right about there. I still do the 3-finger rule, and I'll always step off of it and look at it. That's how I press my shirts. And then I take it and pull it back away from the seam, and I know everything is right. Now I know you got to do it different. A lot of people, you can put pinches in here, but you don't put pinch into your image. So if you want to pinch the center of it, that's fine too. But you don't want to fold it completely. All right. So here we go. As you see, I'm not using a cover sheet. You can go right on top of this film. All right. Now, if you want to use a cover sheet, you can, but I don't use it. So that's another way you can save money.
Now, do you press a second time using parchment paper or anything like that?
I'm sorry, Shannon.
Do you do a second press?
You can. You can do a second press, 5 seconds. I don't. I stopped doing them. I used to do them. I stopped doing them, but it's nothing wrong with doing them. 2 or 3 seconds here, 5 seconds with a parchment sheet paper. But if I was making my runs with my printer, I would throw these to the side, throw them to the side, throw them to the side as I'm pressing them.
Right.
And once it cools off, I go back to them and pull them off. I try to pull this off now, it's gonna start peeling up because it's still hot. But as you see, I'm gonna lay it on the printer. I'm gonna turn it around, y'all, and let y'all see the printer. Cause this is more like a metal, like a aluminum. So it's gonna take the heat away fast. So, find some good aluminum, and it'll cool them down a little bit faster. Now it's cool now. So now I'm not even thinking about it. I don't know if y'all saw that, and I'm hoping y'all did. I just pulled it off. No problem.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
I'm thinking something. We got to do something because the colors
Mm-hmm.
aren't coming through. Is vibrant. Like I think the white is fine though. Because we were worried about the white, but the color looks like it's not, coming through as intense.
Gotcha. Well, like I said, we can take up the magentas. What we got those on? Let me see.
Yeah, I think you have them all set to what, 40? Let's see. I'll let you check that out. No, I don't think our heat is up too high where it's like letting the white push through.
Yes, and then on top of that, the white is so thin that the black is coming through it. Like it's not as thick. So we need to get that up some more. So
You gotta hit OK. That error keeps popping up, so we gotta hit OK like 4 times to get it out the way.
this. What the? Let's get this up to. Let's see. Well, let's get this up to 50. Right up to 70. Let's see if I had to do it.
It won't show this one. Taking a while. So yeah, that's all the way. And for some reason it won't show that.
What right here on yours?
Well, it's just not showing it to them. For some
Okay.
reason it's saying that the connection won't allow it. Okay. All right.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is. It's bleeding through it. It's not even letting the colors. I just raised up the white a little bit more. And we probably do it again.
Okay.
If you look right here, I just saw it.
Mm-hmm.
See, there's no white up under here.
Yeah.
And so I just turned the white up a
Okay.
little bit more.
Gotcha.
See how thin that is right there?
Mm-hmm.
So we're still answering questions. So if anybody need to ask questions, it need a little more pop on the color. Yes, we need to. We're adjusting the colors now on it, the magenta and all that, the settings on it. How long should you wait to peel off the sheet after pressure until it actually cools down? Yeah, you would have to do maintenance as far as shaking your inks and as long as you're doing putting the printer. I'm not gonna say as long as you're doing it, but as long as you're doing your maintenance before you when you shut your printer down for the day, then you know you don't have to print every day. But it is some steps you need to take before you know what I'm saying, before you walk off and leave your printer for a couple of days or something. You need to do certain things to make it so when you come back, it's ready to start printing. You tell when, how can I tell when it's ready? How much does it cost to? Okay, we already done that one. Did it go through the printing part of it?
Uh, did we do the print? I thought you did it. Because I remember you going through here and the different. Because I told you remember that phone.
That the ones already in the queue?
Yeah, this one is the one you said one to print that we didn't get this week. So I'm still just putting it.
Oh,
Do you need a load of paper?
yeah, that's what it was. I'm like, what is going on? You got a load of paper. Yeah, that's right here. Now it's like it's pixelated. It would change.
It's maybe size a little bit smaller. But you know it has little pixels on the ears too.
Oh, okay.
Does it have more white on the back this time though?
Yes.
Okay.
I can actually see it, but maybe that's what I'm looking at.
Yeah, you know it's got that little fade off effect with the little pixels. So maybe that's what's doing that right now.
So we raising up the white just a little bit more. It look
Now,
like
how do you know when you're doing too much white? Like, would it be runny or?
oh yeah, on this one right here you will notice it's gonna start running down coming down it. But
Okay.
right now I don't see nothing running and it's set to me it's set right, but I want to see this image though. It's like when I moved it in, let me get a picture of it. It might not have. Maybe I'm just looking at it sideways. But the colors are coming out more vibrant than what it was. You probably need to adjust it just a little bit more.
Yeah, because it has a lot of the standard CMYK. That's why all of my stuff that I print CMYK so that I can see across different designs and different print methods if the colors come out similar.
Blinded some people. Let me turn that on. I see my light every time.
Oh yeah. Yeah, it'll be okay to print on the back of this one, right?
Yes. You know, lay it right on top of it. I mean, lay it right on and that will come off everything.
And for these little details, I don't see a lot of white because I was expecting to see a lot of white, like capping the outside of these little details.
That's what I was saying when we was doing. I wasn't seeing that white on it, but
yeah, but
maybe on this one right here we don't see it because it is covering it more. I had to turn it up a little bit more, but I thought we could adjust it in where it's not seeing the pixels. Maybe that's what I was thinking, like it's not seeing the pixels.
You know what? Is it printing the bottom of that other one? I think it is.
It did. Where it cut it off.
Yeah, and I even told it to cancel that one, so I don't know why it was cutting it. But we could just trim that off, right?
Yeah.
Because I think you made it small enough to where it shouldn't matter. Hopefully it prints the bottom of this one, because if the bottom of the last one prints off on this one.
But look right here. This is what I was talking about. So, is this is supposed to be a pixel, right? Like these little things, like right here.
It looks like you kind of stretched that out, or like.
That's what I was saying. Like, what did it do? Like.
Yeah. I don't think that was intentional. No, because it kind of has these.
Yeah, that's what I was looking at. Like, something. What did I do? Did I change the? I was still on what's it called on inches, not centimeters.
Yeah.
So,
want to cancel that one? See what's going on? There's definitely more white behind it. So,
yeah, we stretched that all the way out. Well, I did, but
how did that even happen?
I'm gonna check the software and make sure that it is full. But I think we can go up a little bit more on the colors. But as you can see how the box is getting.
Yeah, I
can
see more of the color because it has more white behind it. I see what you're saying now. So, and then you know what? Maybe we should pull it up on your computer because maybe you know how mine keeps having errors, right? So maybe those errors are messing up our print jobs too. You know how those little errors keep popping up on mine?
Yes, ma'am.
So you want to hook up your laptop? Because do you have that file on your laptop?
Yes. I have. I just have to download the drivers and all that. I don't think I have the drivers
on that laptop.
That one. It might be on that one.
If so, because I don't know.
But let me look at the software. Let me look at it one more time.
Because I keep getting these little errors on mine, so.
Which I'm gonna get her to figure out. It might be something with that. But.
Yeah. Because all these errors.
Awesome.
Yeah. And see how that still says printing right there. So see, I canceled it and it still started printing on the last one. You see, the print job is still pending.
Hold on, why I want it. Yeah, I don't know why.
It's a keyboard in there. You just can't get to it.
It don't take this long to delete it. It's like, come on with this.
Why is the output size so much smaller than the bigger size?
Which is right here.
Oh, okay. You addition made so
Yeah.
maybe.
But that shit, I mean, you should be able to do that. Like, you know.
Think maybe you were doing it before we started printing or something. Yeah, let's do a small one and hopefully it won't take as long to print.
Yeah, that's what. This right here is what's good.
And that's what I think might be messing with it too.
Okay. Right.
That's why I'm saying
I don't pull up mine. But.
And then I have the driver for the 7880. So it shouldn't take no time to do that.
Mm-hmm. Let me look on my computer. But you can actually want to print this out and see. That's it. So. That's it. Let me pull up my. Let me get my. Is it? Wi-Fi on.
All right, we're gonna try printing from another laptop. I think mine is resisting some stuff right now because it had some antivirus and some things that were interfering with the installation process. So we'll go back and fix that later. But in the meantime, I want to see if that's one of the reasons why we're having some issues. What's up, big boy? He says it's got a 9880. Yeah, someone was just asking about that 9880. Just over here getting these settings right. And then no, I don't have a True Colors DTF ink or system. Maybe yet. I don't know. We'll see how well we get into the process. But we are using Flawless Powder and Ambitions Crafting Transfer. Is it film? We call it paper, but I think it's film, right? Yeah. Doing all right, big boy. How you doing? I know you've been showing out lately. I see everything's taking off for you as well. Congratulations.
Big boy in the house.
All right, let me know. Are you getting Wi-Fi?
Yeah, I'm trying to get mine logged up on there, but
Here, do the see what the guest one is now. I'll get you set
I
up.
can't get off your screen.
There you go. You want to show out on you?
Yeah, look at this. I guess because I don't never use this laptop. I just brought it down here.
Oh, just in case.
They say, yeah, this is what you get for doing that.
Were you weren't able to see if you have the 7880 installed?
Yeah, I'm trying to get to that. I can get to mine.
So now with this setup, like if I wanted to have this installed on different computers, could I do that or?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Because you have a dongle.
Oh, got you.
You take your dongle. Could you please stop whatever you're doing? All right. Let's see if I got.
Yes, big boy. This is Anthony. So yeah, it's flawless powders, and Ashley's is ambition. What ambition?
He probably say, "What in the world?"
Ambition's crafting. Yeah,
he everywhere.
the paper. He said, "What's up, fam?"
What's going on, big boy? I'm gonna put this printer. I put this 7880 if I got it on here. I'm pretty sure. I put it on here. Well, anyway, if I don't, I just download the drop. I don't have it on here. All right, so let's download the drop.
That means you gotta put internet on there.
Yes, ma'am.
Annette asks, "What's the largest machine, Anthony, that you have ready to go?" do you have some ready to go right now? I would say that they go as quick as probably quicker than they come.
They go. The only thing I got right now personally is mine that I have is the 4880, and that's my printer. But it can go.
You said which one? The 4880.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Which is mine. Yeah, which they could. It's for sale.
It's a 17-inch.
Yes.
Yep. So the 4880 is a 17-inch printer ready to go. And Big Boy says, he taught me everything I know. You're in great hands. And I know it. Yes. That's what I love about what we do is promote, help one another, teach each other what we don't already know. We're going to go to the Wi-Fi settings. Somewhere over there. There, click on that little up there. You see it? And then go, should be in it loud guest. Right here. And you can go connect. And it is. You mind if I do?
Mm-hmm.
Oops. I think I did it wrong. I didn't realize cap lock was on. Can you make it show? Or let you show it? Let's see. I think I can do it without it. Yeah.
There it is. That's the
Okay, hit the little eyeball then. Make sure we put it in right. You know what? I think your computer want to tussle today too. It's okay. I got it.
True. Yeah.
Uh-huh. And then that works. There you go. Looks like it's connected.
Okay. DTF software. All right. Let me go with this 4880.
Okay.
No 7880. I'm putting brain on
Yeah, I know, right?
there. Chip. Don't need that. You need to go to
Epson.
yes.
All right. So
support.
we're grabbing the Epson driver now. And it says, I find this process fascinating. We see it, Dad. I'm glad you found something that's fascinating because you're very much engaged. We appreciate it. All right. So I am, in the meantime, I'm going to play with, I'm attempting to pull the colors or pull the black out of the design so we can get like a knockout process. So let me see. I can do a screen share. It's coming up. Okay, let me know if y'all can hear. Because I apologize. I thought the sound was on.
You don't download. Come on here. Thank you. This is acting crazy, crazy. Person wants you.
Awesome. So the sound is back on. Perfect. So I'll explain again. What I'm working on here is a process to remove the black from the image. So ordinarily, let me show you, this would be your artwork. Right? And it's pretty much, if I were to do a color overlay, where white is going to cover completely the entire back of this, and it's going to print black. So there's black in her hair, there's black around the text here, there's black inside of the text here. So the idea is that if you can remove black, or what they call knock out the black, then you end up with a very similar effect, but it's got like a half-toning effect to it. So let me show you the difference. So the half-tone, you see those little dots, that's how they do with screen printing. And this, of course, has no halftone, and this is what we're used to doing in sublimation. So if I take some of the black out of the image, then wherever her hair is, places in her eyebrows, eyelashes, even parts of her skin tone will have black removed from it if you're going to print on a black shirt. So the idea behind this is that you should be able to simulate having that black, but save a lot more ink. So you see here, it would not print the black in the hair. It'll print a little bit of the gray highlights there. It wouldn't print the black behind the text. And of course, anywhere where it's fading off the black, you wouldn't see that either. Now, this process, once you get it right, can save you 30 to 70% of ink, because you're not going to be laying down that much ink. You're going to be removing black, but you're also going to be reducing the amount of white that you use. So it will be significantly less expensive because you're using significantly less white. So I am playing with this process. We may not get to it tonight, but my goal is to go ahead and get my colors dialed in for the solid image, right? And once we have the settings dialed in for the solid image, then I'll go in and see how I can get away with pulling out black or knocking out the black, and getting that close to the same effect with the half toning. So I just have a few images that I'm playing with here, and I'll show you. I did a few more, I think, 143. And I'm just going to test this out. This is something very new I've just been playing with. So this is one that I did a half tone to. As you can see, that's the inverted dots there. And then if I take out the black, that's all that's going to print. Can you imagine that, like that little bit of ink, basically creating that image on a black shirt? So that was one. I think I have another one, 125. Uh-oh, that's not it. I was clicking too fast. So you may not be able to see it, but those are the dots. If you zoom in, you can really see it. And if you think about it, this is how all those concert tees were screen printed. They basically have layers of color that are just dots, and those dots make up the main image. If I turn the color off, that's it. That's all the white that would print. So you can tell that will definitely save. If we can get this to work, it will definitely save on some ink. Because everywhere here would print solid white the way that we're doing it right now. But when we halftone, it's only going to lay down the white in the gray areas and the white areas that you see here. And that's it with the color applied to it. So I'm excited to see this thing happen.
I'm waiting on the driver to install.
Oh yeah, that driver did take a little while. Like I said, this thing over here is tripping.
That file right there on the site, like the template, like that.
Yeah, this is on the Academy. This is 125. On the Academy, this one's 143. And that one is 162. And the Rihanna one is 163. So we've been building some more templates.
If you come, I'm about to sling this.
Did it do it?
I'm telling you, it's like driving me crazy. like for real, this dog. I thought I had it on this one, but I didn't. Thank you.
Yeah, the 7880 seemed like it needed to download a whole pack of files to work.
Now let's see what we got here. Let me see if this driver's on here.
Okay. So I'll show you kind of how this works right now.
Thank you, Jesus. All right, so everything is on. All right, so I should set this up the same way. I don't know about how we'll get the file over here.
You still have the one that I sent you of Stan's, the MLK file? It should be in your email.
Oh, Lord.
Uh-oh. Oh, yeah, the email was the thing that was messing up, huh?
Check this stuff.
What does it say right there? Is something popping up? Keep popping up. Just hit close out. Yeah. I think that'll stop. Get it out your face. I think I sent it to your Gmail too. I think if I have a thumb drive, I don't even use external hard drives anymore. So I was like, maybe I'll find a thumb drive around here and I can pull it over to you.
This is it's like a virus or something. It's talking about some Apple ID.
Can you sign in, go to your Google Chrome and sign in to your Gmail? You might not have been on Chrome in a while.
Yeah, I ain't been on none of this stuff on here. I'm telling you.
Go to go to Gmail right there.
Yeah,
see if it'll automatically let you into your Gmail.
Trust me, y'all. It's not her fault. It's my fault.
Okay. we all at the mercy of technology right now.
Come on. All I need this thing to do is just we go. So it is letting me get in here.
So I'm gonna put in my email, and then that way should be able to find it. Let it take a little time.
That's what it is. I ain't got patience.
Yeah, I seen you hitting that button like 3-4 times. I'll be the same way. That's why I have two computers. So when one is acting a little slow, I can I can open 3,000 tabs on another computer. Okay.
This right here might be that's the baller615@gmail.com.
So. Yeah, I did. You know what? I did send it to
iCloud.
Your iCloud. Yep. I thought maybe it would be in this
just
too.
On my phone. I could just transfer it from there
Yeah, because it won't let you get into your iCloud. You want me to hold your computer right do that?
Oh,
Will you look for your phone?
Oh, Lord.
There we go.
It's right
You
here.
got it?
So we're going to do,
Just forward it.
so, and that live, is that how you doing it?
I sent it from the letter N, number 8, LAB. Not that one. It's gonna be because I used to spell N8 Lab with the number N and I mean letter N, number 8. But then people were like, Nate Lab. And I was like, it's not Nate. It's Nate.
It's not Nate.
Let me see. I should be able to pull it up like this. I'll tell you what. I'll email you the thing right now. Like,
yeah, just email to the, I'm up and doing this.
I'll email it to your Gmail because you can't pull your iCloud up on here. So this is what I do. I'm gonna send you. Matter of fact, the file that I sent, I can just resend it. So here, I can go to my sent files, and let's see.
That was the software. So.
What is the iCloud email?
Flawless615 at iCloud.
That's okay. At iCloud. All right. So let me see ones that I sent you. I know I said these things to you. Yeah, I sent you the art files. I just have to send it like because it's disappeared from mine too. But what's the Gmail?
It'll be same thing, but it just be right here. Flawless. So it'll be FLAW1LESS. Well, LESS615 at Gmail.
So this one does have the L in it?
Yes.
Okay. And so I'm going to send you the MLK one. And with that one. And if we can't do this one, that's fine. But that's the one without the, I'll send both of those. All right.
All right. You said that here?
Well, it's gonna take a little while. It's taking a little while to load. It should pop up in just a moment. And just refresh yours now. See? I think you can refresh there or up here. Oops. Nope. I didn't spell your email correctly. So that's my bad there.
FLAW1 LESS 615 at Gmail.
Okay, that should be right. Yeah, because I didn't spell that right. That was the first time I said it. So it should be good now. Let's see. Let me refresh it and see. Jeez Louise.
Now there we go.
All right. Good. All right. So you can download both of them, but I guess we'll focus on the one that doesn't have the halftoning, just to make sure that's correct. And then the halftoning I can play with later on.
This right here. Oh, that looks like this thing. I'm telling you, you're not going back to Tennessee. This computer is gonna be in the.
You gonna toss it
It's gonna be in the
around?
ocean. You're not going back. I can't
Now,
do
did
it.
you get both of them?
Oh, that's why I was going back to get it.
Oh. Oh, so there's a little back button on there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it should be the main one there. There you go. All right.
All right. So now, so you want this one right here, right?
Uh-huh. And then you can make it as small as you need to make sure that it's going to be small enough on the film. All right.
I guess then 10.3. Open. This will open you up.
Big Boy says to tell you, go Cowboys. You're a huge fan.
Yeah, all right. Yeah, he already knows what I said. One and done.
All right. So while Anthony's getting ready to print that, I'm gonna take you through this little process and show you how quick, if this works. I can't prove that it works yet, so I am still working on it. How this process works. So you hit the play button, hit stop, go to file, place embedded, and then you find you some artwork. I'm gonna check out one of our classes. Let's see. Let's do. I'm not even sure what's in these classes. 154. Let's view. Large icons. So the idea is I should be able to take anything that we've done and take our 13 by 19 version. And let's see. Now I would probably go with the 13 by 19 version, because y'all know I have the all over versions as well. There we go. So here's the 13 by 19 version. Let's go to place. Okay. Now see how it has black in the design? So I have to hit enter, lock in that transformation, and then I hit the play button to continue playing this. And what it's doing is it's removing black from the design. So that basically when I go to print this is all that would print. So I'm going to play with the action a little bit because it's a little dark for my liking. But I also think I could, let's try this again. I'll do a new action. And this time, when I bring in the file, before I finish playing it, I'm going to lighten up my image here because it's really got really dark shadows. So I will do some level adjustments here. Just kind of lighten it up a little bit so I can see more of his face there. And then I have to merge that down. Now, hopefully, once I get this worked out, you won't have to do all these steps, but I'm just playing with it for right now. All right, so now I can hit play. Yeah, so I see a lot more of the skin tone now. So basically, you need to make sure that your skin tones are kind of adjust your level so that you see more of that mid-tone. And this is technically all the ink that would need to be laid out in order for this to look good on a black shirt. So I'm definitely interested in seeing how this plays out. You see, this is the kind of textured pattern it creates by using those halftone dots. So you get the idea of the full printing, but it's laying a lot less ink down on the shirt. So essentially, like I said, this should make the print feel softer. It should give it higher washability because it has spaces for the water to flow through. It's not like a single, kind of like what I call a shield, where it's a continuous transfer. It's actually got some breaks in it. So with those breaks, it allows it to flex better, has a softer hand, and usually that also means that it has a greater washability. So y'all just see me playing with this right now. I'm just testing out different art, seeing how this functions and how I may need to change this up. Let's see. I don't even know what some of these classes are. Let's see. Oh, this was our cut and sew class. Let's see. And there's a 13 by 19 design. Let's see. And also, you see these areas where it fades off and it's transparent behind it. This is the type of effect that should be helped by the half-toning effect. So let's play that one, see how that one goes. Let's do some level adjustments. There we go.
Go with it. Make this a little bit smaller the first time.
Yeah, it kind of brightens that up a little bit. Then the hue saturation. All right. I know it's not supposed to move the hue at all. So, like I said, hopefully I play with this enough and get this action down right for you. But you can see that it does pretty well. Is it printing for you, Aunt? Oh yeah, it looks like it's processing it now. About 15%. Okay. All right. So we might have some printer action going on. So, like I said, I'll let y'all know how this process goes. I'm definitely going to play with it. This is certainly one of the things that I was very much interested in doing with the DTF. So, we'll see. We'll see. Hi, Miguel. This is not for screen printing, although they do use halftone and in screen printing. That's pretty much where I got the idea from. Used to use Photoshop to kind of simulate those screen printed effects for the Oki printers. Is it working? You need a table to set that on? No. Okay, you don't even care about that laptop no more, do you? It's still ripping right there. Okay. So we'll show them this one then. Lauren says, I have some prints that didn't print the white layer. Can they be used on a white shirt?
Yes. It's going to be real thin now. If you don't press it, if it's not, it still needs to be cured.
Right.
The right tip and all that. But yes, you can definitely use it on white.
Now, will she'll still do the powder and everything, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. But the powder just be on the color version?
On the color version.
Okay. I didn't know that. I thought you had to use the white in order to use the powder. So I learned something too.
Yeah.
That's a good question.
You can take a 7210, 7610 or whatever, and just put CMYK in there, but you don't have the ability to print on white shirts.
Got you. Okay, so there are people that just still only print on white shirts, but at least they can print on cotton shirts and not just polyester. Got you. So this is actually for DTF, which is direct to film. And what we're doing, we have an Epson 7880 that's been converted to DTF. And what I'm doing is I'm just breaking down some of the files here to see if I can do some halftoning rather than the traditional solid image. And halftoning is just where you take out a particular color. In this case, I'm taking out black, and I'm only doing this with black because basically if you were to do this for every color shirt, you would have to knock out the color of each shirt. And there are some RIP softwares that do that. But in this case, I was trying to find something that worked with AcroRip because AcroRip gives you the ability to change the channels, but it doesn't give me the halftoning effect. So I'm trying to find a little happy medium here. So I'm creating a halftoning effect that I want to print on the DTF printer. And again, the difference between halftoning and not halftoning would be something like that. This is not halftoning. This is the full resolution image. As you can see, there's no black that's knocked out. And this would be with some of the black knocked out in order to let the print have a significantly less amount of ink on the actual garment. All right, so I'm going to take y'all back over to the other camera. Let's see. Y'all see Anthony over there? Checking the print. Everything good, Ant?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. And Lauren says, great. That's all right. We got to do what we got to do. All right. I see y'all still hanging on with us. I know it's late. I appreciate y'all. Yeah, I answered that.
Okay.
We were doing screen printing. I told them it's a similar process as we did for screen printing, but it's DTF. Miguel asked, do you need RIP software for DTF? You want to take that one, Ed? Did you hear it? He asked, do you need RIP software for DTF? You want to answer that one?
Yes, you need RIP software. There's no way around it because you have to be able to control your white inks. And there are many softwares out there. You got the EK RIP, you got the The you got my brain went
Cat
dead, y'all.
link,
I'm sorry. The Acro Rip. You
cat
have
link.
uh, you got EK Rip. You got CAD Link. You got Acro Rip. And there's one more, y'all, but I'm not for sure. But it's called White Rip. So you have those all softwares, but the main thing about those softwares, they all do the same thing, but they all have different things that they do. If that makes sense. So just say they all control the white inks. You have to have all of them to control your white inks, but they all don't do the same thing. Like I'm able to control my nozzles with Acro Rip. Now, with CAD you're able to go in and do a whole lot more things. You can control your colors a little bit better in CAD. So that's one good thing that, it's a preference thing. Once you learn something, a lot of people go to CAD, a lot of people go to AcroRip, a lot of people go to EKRip. But they all have to be, you definitely need it for the DTF. You got to have it on all DTF. Because it controls the white nozzles. It lets the white ink know where to lay down at, and you have to have that. And you can. So when people talk about software, they're talking about. I had a lot of people ask me, "Well, can I could do it out of Silhouette?" No, that's not controlling your white ink. Can you do it out of Photoshop? No, that's not controlling your white ink. You will have it will be a software that's going to control each nozzle of your printer. Um, softwares, when you say software, people are thinking that they can use Silhouette, Photoshop, Cricut. You have to use a RIP software that's particularly made for that printer, and that's like four of my that people are using. Which one's the best? They all a preference. I like AquaRip because I'm used to it, but that don't make it mean it's the best. You have CADLink. A lot of people use CADLink. I know a lot of people who use CADLink. I just don't use CADLink. I use AquaRip. I can make my stuff do the same thing that CADLink does. You know the the pros and cons on each software is one does something that the other one don't do, and there's a whole list of them that they do differently. I can tell you one of them on AcroRip. AcroRip has I can add whatever print I want to this printer. Whatever the software that I'm using, I can use any printer. If it's capable of being on that software, I can use that printer. On the rest of them, you have to buy license fees. So you know that to me that's a con. You know what I'm saying? So if I gotta buy a license fee for each printer, that means I gotta spend money for each printer. On Accurate, you don't have to do that. All the printers are there. If it's functional on that software, then you run that printer. You don't have to buy no more. You only have to pay one price for that software. But that's just me. I'm an Accurate pro. I've been using Accurate since day one, since 2 years. Oh, look at those colors there.
You got it? Yes, that I think I'm telling you, it's my pop-ups that are coming up on this computer. That's it right there, Aaron. Yes, that's what we need to see.
Oh, let me let you see the white first while I powder it up.
Okay. Yep. 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 I see it now.
Yeah.
Uh-huh. So that's it. So maybe we could try that knockout version too, and it will come out better. So whatever setting you have on here, I need to restart my computer and get the same setting as yours. That's what it is. So you got it?
We actually.
You need me to hold your phone because you got the light on.
I got some stuff going on. You need this phone. I was looking in there.
Using it for the light?
Yeah, but we actually can go down just. Oh man, we can go down just a little bit on the white, but.
Yeah. Want to try it as is and see how that works out? Okay. And I'll get the shirts if you need. Different section of it.
Yeah, those colors. Yeah, I see what you're saying.
I'm doing with something. I was like, no, because I know you printed before, and those colors be popping. And I'll let you put that on.
Come on, Bess. I got one more for you. Look right here.
Huh? Yeah, I'll put you a couple of them out here.
Oh, that was.
Yeah.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
I'm gonna walk around first for no reason.
No, I said my phone. I know y'all gonna be talking and stuff, and moving around. But yeah. If you need snacks, I got some snacks.
I've already put my eyes on her. I'm like, oh, she got those snacks up there.
Snacks and whatnot. You know, the kids around, they always asking, I'm hungry.
Oh, this is where they come and do their.
Mm-hmm.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
So they help out and they learn.
Seconds.
Oh, we need to turn the camera around to
Oh.
show the process. It's okay. I don't even know what this thing is seeing right now. What is it? Yeah. I like having it. This is my first time ever having the camera on wheels, and I really like it.
I like that.
Yeah, it's an attachment that you put on the end of just a regular tripod.
Oh.
Yeah.
I thought you bought the. Okay, gotcha.
So this is one thing. This is a whole nother thing. So this is like three.
Yeah.
I'm trying to get it together, and then if I can get my Wi-Fi right, it's like the quality of the image is real low because of the Wi-Fi.
All right.
Miguel says nice sublimation shirts. Well, thank you. Yes, so those are the colors coming through. Yes. Okay, so
That's a good.
Did it cure well?
Yeah, it did good. That's
Good
what we're
cure.
looking for. That
All
orange
right.
peel.
All right, so I guess we're over to the press now.
Yes, ma'am.
And then I have the shirt here, and I knew something because all of those prints were coming out way too white, like too washed out. So it definitely was that. Was a computer. Yeah. Matter of fact, you can press it. I don't know. Will it make it on that side? Because we can probably press it on the bottom of that and not just use that as kind of like a.
That would be hard to think if I do that.
Oh, we didn't just press it on the back, and then we can always flip it around and show it. Because I could cut it up into little sample pieces. But then that's extra work. Yeah, I think that's it.
I'm gonna take this pressure up just a little bit.
So if you want to go up, down.
Take it off. I want to back off a little bit.
Yep, then you can do it right. You got it.
Yeah, that's what we're working. It don't need that much. It don't, because what you're doing, if you get a lot of pressure, you're gonna push it. You're gonna push the image into the shirt, and it's gonna start migrating through. And
Oh yeah. So if that's the case, maybe we can print the other one and kind of press it to the side there.
Yes, ma'am.
And compare the two. And then that way maybe we can show them the difference in the hand and everything. So then I get to play with my halftone in. So we got this part right. Yay!
This is that's a piece of the difference.
Oh yeah, that's it. That's it. That's it right there.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, that's it.
Look at those colors on that.
Look, now this was somebody was saying they need to see more pop. That's it right there. Let me see if I can see it.
Yeah.
It's catching up. That's it right there. So yeah, I'm ready to see it. Ooh, that looks good. Yes.
Yeah.
So now we'll try the one with the half-toning effect to it, and
this is the block one, right? Okay,
this is the black one. So
I
all
see the halftone.
all the black that's here is actually in the image. So black is printed here, even though this is a black shirt.
Mm-hmm.
But that means it's going to be a little bit thicker of a print, a little bit more of a hand, but this is still very soft. It's not crunchy. I don't know. This is my way of telling people if something's crunchy. I put it up to the mic and do that. But it's very flexible, very pliable, soft, but you do feel it on the shirt. Okay, you do feel it. It does have a hand, but it's not like a big vinyl transfer. This does have some.
paper.
Yeah,
It's not like that.
right. But the thing that you can do here is y'all see these details. Now don't mind this little white line that was just something excess printed there. But right here, these details are actually printed out. So you wouldn't have to worry about weeding any of that stuff. Right? So we're on to something here. We are
But put
on to
that.
something.
I'm looking at the shirt. Your shirt,
Mhm.
Joe Magenta.
Now this is a little more red
Okay.
because typically my magenta is a little more pink, but it
Okay.
also was done in RGB, so I don't know if it requires that. But it's a little bit different, but not but
But the
we're
images,
yeah.
the other images, that
Oh yeah,
one is
exactly.
red.
This is
Gotcha.
this
Okay.
is very vibrant color, and this is sublimation. This is the True Color sublimation ink, the Pro ink, and then this is the DTF ink here. So just a slight difference there, but I think, like you said, we can play with if I wanted it to be a little more pink or
Yes,
yeah. So I'm ready to play with this. All right, so let's do. If we can get that halftone one done, then we can call it a night because I'm be happy.
Yes. The
I'm
half tone is the one we print out now.
Okay. All right. So we'll go back to the computer, and you have that one, right?
Yes. Which is it'll be the next.
So no, Oki has a little bit more of a crunchier feel, Miguel. I did not like the Oki, and for me, the Oki used to crack. Like it was notorious for cracking after a few washes, and that's even if you did the half-toning effect. So I wasn't crazy about the Oki. I used it when I needed to. I'm not gonna lie, but I just wasn't happy with the overall effect of it. And Miguel, we don't sell sublimation shirts. We have all kind of other substrates. We mainly use the 21M or the vapor shirts. Yeah, and if you have an Oki, you better use that Oki. Use it. Use it and yeah. Let's try that one. And hopefully enough white prints behind that, so we'll see. All right, we getting some fire up in here now. Yes, I knew we were gonna pull it together. Yep, that's the way you printed it last time. So 55 for the color, 60 for the white. All right, you need some more water.
All right.
And then you make it small enough to, or yep, and
you wanna
then make it the same size, and we'll be that way we can compare them side by side. I'm even interested to see it smaller because when it's smaller, the dots are going to be smaller. So I don't know how that's going to work out, but we'll get a chance to see. Because then that'll tell us how small these dots can really get.
But this right here went through the frame one you sent me, right? Software one, two.
Yes. And then this will help me see whether I need to pull up the vibrancy and the saturation and stuff on my end.
Huh? We pulled it. Right there with the back. This side.
Yeah, and Miguel, if you have the Forever Rip, I believe the Forever Rip does the removing the color of the shirt. And it doesn't have to be a black shirt. It can remove the color of any shirt and
This one?
and do the halftoning effect
This
for
one?
you.
We good. That right there was good. Yeah, but that, I just saying, all right. I said it. All I gotta do is just take it off of that one, put it on that stand right there. And this
Miguel, if you go to Flawless,
sitting there.
here, let me get his email. I mean the website. He actually sells the DTF prints right now, and Ambitions Crafting has the film, and Flawless has a powder. But if you need actual prints done, Flawless also does prints for you, DTF transfers, where you send him the art and he prints it, is ready to go, ready to press. That stand for the heat press, I got it on Amazon. It's on my list. And y'all, I need to get that list out to y'all this week. My free list of all of everything y'all have ever asked me about. And I'll get that to you.
I'm like, man, I have to order them. But you can have the 4X. I got a guy that needs a 3X.
Hey, Flawless. Anthony.
Yes.
What's your turnaround on your prints for Flawless?
You're looking at, right now we're doing up to 25 images. We can have those done to you, back to you, pretty much in 2 to 3 days.
Okay.
Anything over that takes about a week.
Okay.
But we can handle.
Yeah. So I'm gonna find your website. It's Flaw. What's the website again?
615 for $4.
Flaw with the 1 for the L. Flawless.
I'm telling you, that all right? They'll say, yeah.
Flawless powder. Gotcha. Okay. So flawless powders.
Okay, now the DTF print need to be, transparent, P&G print, transparent, no background, sized up, ready to go. We don't do sizes, we don't change colors. We just print what you send us. So it needs to be ready to go. And that's up to a 13 by 19. So we print on a 13 by 19 sheet. If you want something bigger, we go up to 17 inches. So, but when you design, you need to design in a 12 by 18 because you have to allow an inch around the 13 by 19 for the print. It's not for cut your image off. So when you're designing or placing your order, just make sure that the box you're designing in is 12 by 18, not 13 by 19.
So 12 by 18 is the maximum size that your artwork could be.
Yes.
Must be a PNG. That means it must have the transparent background. And I just put up the link to the website there, and that's where you can order the powder, and you can also order DTF prints.
We'll be back in town Monday night.
Oh yeah, so you gotta get back to business Monday.
Yeah.
It's like a mini vacation, a little workation, huh?
Monday night, I'll be back home.
But isn't it nice when you're able to write off, like, when you're able to go visit family, write it off as a business trip because you had to bring the printer down here and spend time with me? Yeah, so that's how we should all be thinking. Everything we do got to be wrapped up and tied to our business. Because I sure appreciate it. Ray asks, are there any issues with clogging on the 7880? Ray asks, are there any issues with clogging on the Epson 7880?
No, well, like I said, I've let this printer sit up for over 2 weeks. So if I go back to this printer, all I do is do a power clean. It's hard to get a clog in these printers because you got the power clean method on it. A lot of printers, you think about the smaller printers don't have a power clean. But I'm not saying they don't clog up, but it's very it's rare because it has the power clean on it. Like I said, I let this thing sit up for 2 weeks before it went right back to did a power clean and went back to print. Once you do a power clean, do a purge file, and go back to print on these things. And if, the good thing about it is too, the feature on the AccuRip 10 is, just say if one of my yellow clogs up. If my yellow clogs up, then I'm able to take that yellow and move it to one of my whites. So then I got 3 whites. Really, all you need is 2 whites to print. But the fingerprint has 4. So if something clogs up on one side, I have to move the other side by clicking a button on the AccuRip 10. You're not able to do that. The other software is all those different things. So AccuRip 10, you can move your charm wherever you want to move.
Good stuff, good stuff. So that's one of the advantages to the AccuRip software that he was explaining versus some of the other softwares. Good question, y'all. And the location, so Flawless is Nashville, right? Nashville, Tennessee. And we Innate Lab is in Jacksonville, Florida. Uh-oh. Ash says it's echoing. So I'm gonna turn off one of these mics here.
Duval. Oh, okay. Said Duval. You're in Duval County. All right.
Woo! Excited. So yeah, I'm excited to see it. Like, pull it up to the camera so I can see how odd and weird that looks. I hope it comes out right. It's a little weird looking, but
yeah,
we know when we press it on something, right? It's like looking at the negative exposure of something a little bit. All right. So here comes the flawless powder.
Got the Dr. King.
We need like a song or something when we get ready to do the flawless powder.
Can you sing? I can't sing.
In the shower, maybe.
Yeah, see, in the shower I give concerts.
I was the only one done that.
Yeah, no. In the shower it gets real. Outside of that, it's like the one time I sing is in the choir. But we can blend some voices. All right, so we're gonna do a minute again, right? Yeah. And then what I'm gonna do is so we can separate these. I'm gonna cut this one from this one. So then, huh? Okay. Well, let's use another shirt. So then that way we can compare them. But this one, let's put it in the standard location. Because this right here was giving us shoes before. Looks good. Saturation kind of on that. That's done. Did you get a water too? Did you get it?
Yeah, right there. I'm good.
I know. Yeah, I've been pushing it. So.
Can't really tell with this one because it's missing the.
Yeah, it's kind of hard to see. But I see it clear over there, and I see it bumping up there. Kind of hard to see at the bottom there. But... I saw it at the top there.
Yeah, let's give it about 15 seconds.
Just in case.
Yeah.
Yes, it's like we're trying something new. We don't know yet. We got to make sure it's right.
I like old Bessie though. She did Long John. It's like she did whole blue jeans suits.
And believe it or not, I used to have 2 of those. I actually gave one away to well, not gave it away, but one of my apprentices earned it by helping me for a summer, so I gave her that one. But yeah, I had 2 of those old Bessies.
All right. So let's see what we got. Mr. King, I think we did you justice.
So we're pre-pressing, get moisture, wrinkles out of the way. How many seconds do you pre-press?
5 seconds.
Okay. And then again, the temperature is 280 for 15 seconds to actually press the image into the shirt. And you don't want a heavy pressure.
No.
So we want to
you
make
don't
sure
need heavy pressure for DTF. You don't need hot temperatures to be pushing it through there. You know, you don't take that much because you're already curing it. If you're curing it the right way, you don't need that. So, you know, like you said, 280. This is why I do mine 280, medium to light pressure. So, light to medium pressure.
Yeah, and if you stay under 300, you shouldn't have to worry about dye migration from polyester fibers.
No.
So yeah, anything that you have that's polyester, you have to worry about scorching, and then you have to worry about whether that dye is going to migrate. We're used to do a white polyester, but whenever you do a color polyester, the color ink can rise up into whatever print you're working on. So if you can do anything at a low temperature, like 280, then that's a really, really great process.
Yeah, I found my sweet spot on my printer, and you know, a lot of people was doing, 350, 320 to 350. I was like, nah, it don't take that much. So,
right.
You know, I've been doing 280, 285 on my press, and it's been working perfectly. So, that's why I tell people 280, 285 off in there.
Good stuff. So now we're just going to let it cool, because you said even though it's a warm peel, it's best to just go ahead and let it cool off.
Let it cool off. So you'll get a better
best effect.
So you just pull it off. You gotta be sitting there creeping it off.
Now this is gonna be so cool to see the difference here too. And these are the same size, but one is halftone and the other one is solid printed. So we'll get a chance to compare those.
Yep, y'all seen it. So
you ready? Woo! All right. So let's see difference in hand. Oh wow, that's a lot. Like you can tell that's less ink used.
Yes.
But I will tell you this. This one is more vibrant. I will give it that. So I can play with probably letting certain parts of the color show through more vibrant.
I think that's what you'll see. Yep. It's got less, so the black is coming through more.
So let's see. Let's pull it up here so we can show. You see, this one doesn't have any black showing through. This one actually has the black shirt showing through, but it feels like it's barely even on the shirt. This one, you do, like I said, it's a soft hand, but you do feel it on the shirt. So you can compromise and give a little bit of the intensity of the color if you want it to feel more like it's embedded into the shirt, kind of like a concert tee. You know, when you get the concert tee, they have the little dots all throughout it. This one, you can see the dots barely, but those dots make it to where it removes some of the black from the design, so it uses the black from the shirt. There is no black inside of these images here, but there is black printed here, right? No black there, black here.
And his hair is...
Yep, the hair is black, so the hair is not printed here. Like, that's the shirt. Yeah, that's the shirt. This is his actual hair is printed here. The word history has only the shirt showing through there. The word history here has black printed there, backed up in white. So you can imagine how much ink that's going to save in the long run.
Yes, you know, because you can adjust it so much, but you got to think this right here has a white backing on it. So it's keeping that black from coming through. This right here don't have it much white. I mean, no, that much white, holding it, to keep it separated. So it's coming through, it's bleeding through. So it's dialing down the color, the vibrancy just a little bit,
Right.
but it's not that. I mean,
Yeah. Like if I didn't see this one, I'd
because
be
you can
fine
see
with
it up
this
in
one.
the M. See
Yep.
the M, yeah.
And then, but it's also grunge in here, so it's trying to simulate that black coming through here.
Mm-hmm.
So if I dial this halftone in effect where it receives a little bit more color, yeah, I think we can figure this part out. Yeah, this gonna be major. That's gonna be major. So this would only be able to be printed on a black shirt, though. You understand? If we put this on a yellow shirt,
You gonna have
his
yellow
hair,
hair.
yeah,
You better mess Dr.
Martin
King
Luther,
up.
he gonna have blonde hair.
Gotcha. Yeah, you're
So
right. So and then you can go into further, start knocking out
right, not
different
different colors
colors,
and
and
stuff. But for the most part, people just want to print on black. Can you do sublimation on black? Like,
that's
so
what they want.
technically, we can do the same sublimation design and say, hey, here's the black version, but it's DTF. I'm with it. I am with
I'm
it.
with it too. I like that. I like
Yes.
this. I like this. And I this don't feel
Now
that bad.
this is still supple.
Yeah.
This reminds me of kind of like those soft buttery leathers. Like, so it's not stiff and crinkly. It's still got a soft hand to it. It's just you can't
And
feel it
like I
on the
said, you
shirt.
can.
Yeah, I didn't do the stretch test.
Oh yeah, let's do
Good
that.
job.
Let's do that. Let's do that
Stretch.
stress test. That's
All
that
right.
powder doing that though.
Yeah, that's the powder. Go and give credit to the powder.
Yeah, that powder doing that.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can stretch it.
Look
You can
at
stretch
that.
it. It's gonna bounce right back.
I see, and I'm pretty strong. I'm over here trying to tear it up.
Yeah.
Good deal. And as far as the settings go, I thought we were gonna have problems that have a lot of white, like tracing the little details here, and I don't see any of that white. So I'm really impressed. I'm really happy. I'm really excited to get this thing going and flowing. Yeah. Yes.
Class 1003.
I know, right? DTF halftoning. Yes. So this was absolutely something was wrong with this. When y'all saw this earlier, we didn't have the settings right on my computer. So I'm going to fix my computer. So we printed on the settings where he already knew his settings were correct on his computer. So I'm going to go back and make sure my settings are correct, and then I'll let y'all know those details. I think it has something to do with my software needing to be my computer needing to be restarted. Okay, so we're gonna get that together. And then that's it, y'all. Y'all got any questions? Because y'all, I'm finna tell y'all good night. And I'm finna go play with my halftoning. Because I'm excited. All right, let's see.
Give up a little color. Give up a little color for a softer hair.
Right.
Yes.
I mean, that's what you do anyway. With the concert tees, you'll never see those tees really, really vibrant colors because it allows the shirt to pass through in certain areas. So you're not going to have the same amount of, I mean, you just think of what opacity is, right? Transparency and opacity in Photoshop. Everything is opaque, right? This is certain parts of design is transparent because it actually allows the shirt to show through in certain areas. Okay. All right. Sam Day says another win for the flawless. Yes, for the flawless paddle.
I go my man Sam Day. Yeah.
Winning all day. Yep.
I appreciate you showing love, bro, and coming through. So, but that's
Sam says, where can you get artwork? So, Sam, this particular image right here is Stan's cartoon. That's on class number 162 in the Academy. So this is a template that we teach in class, teach you how to change the colors, change the image, change the words, and then that's whatever you want it to be. And if you want Stan's image, he has a class, 501 in the Academy, where he teaches you actually how to color in the Martin Luther King cartoon, and that's an exclusive class in our Academy as well. All right. So I appreciate y'all hanging out. I know it's been a long night. Y'all know we always have long nights, but we always have plenty of information. Y'all get to see the mess ups. We don't cut nothing. This is the BET uncut version of anything that you ever need to learn about sublimation. DTF now, we're doing cut and sew, rhinestones with Coach E. We're pretty much throwing everything that we can possibly throw into the game, showing you how to use everything that you have in your possession and maybe some things you're thinking about getting into and using your best skills. So Photoshop meets everything that you can think of in the craft world, okay? All right, Ron says, just talked to Aunt today. Can't wait. All right.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah. That's what we need to see, folks getting involved. Okay, so And you want to say anything?
Uh,
I know we've been focused on the equipment.
no. We doing what we supposed to do. I mean, like I said, the DTF, y'all. It's still we still learning. You know, every day we learning more stuff. You know, but you can get a lot of good information from DTF code if you want to know about DTF. You can
Now,
find me.
Flawless, to ask you, do you have a YouTube channel?
Yes, Flawless. Yes, that's me.
So they asked if you had a YouTube channel. I didn't know if you had a
Yes,
YouTube.
yes. I teach a lot of. I'm still new to this, y'all. On the doing the video stuff. So,
we gonna get them together because we want to see them on YouTube, y'all.
Yes, I do have videos on there, but I ain't like y'all.
Well, don't worry about it. I'm gonna show you how to put it on StreamYard.
Yes.
Yep. So it's Flawless.
Yes. Oh.
There you go. There you go.
Can I snapshot that?
We'll leave it there for a few seconds. I'm being quiet like we freezing.
Like the phone froze up.
Yep.
That's me.
There you go.
And this when you order my powder, this is how my powder comes. It comes in this box.
Keep it flawless.
Yes.
That's it. So that flawless powder, that's what you need to get this stretch. That's what you need to get this buttery feel.
Yes. Like I said, I can stand on mine, y'all. I've been using my powder for over 2 years, so before I even released it. So, like I said, a lot of people we can release a lot of things, but you gotta be able to stand on it,
Amen.
and I can stand on mine. So, but other than that, y'all can reach me at DTF Code. That's where I hang out at. I'm one of the admins over the group. So you want more questions or you got more questions, you can reach out that way or just email me, and we can get to you that way. But I appreciate Miss Shannon. It's a long story, y'all. I'm telling y'all.
We'll do an interview someday, and then I'll be able to give a long story about how you got me into DTF.
No. I'm telling y'all, I was lost on Photoshop. Y'all just don't know the struggle. And when I ran across the video, I was like, "Who is this? Put a 1 up, put a 2 up." I'm like, "This is what I need. That's me."
Yep, and now you just run it.
No, I got a lot of people that are like, "Man, you do so much. You do good work on Photoshop." Right. I'm like, y'all just don't know. I got that from Miss Shannon and that lab.
Thank you.
So
and I see you're doing your thing now, and you're doing a wonderful job. So I'm impressed with everything you have going on, and I'm proud to have you in the lab.
Yes, I'm here. I'm in the lab. I'm actually in her lab. Like, well.
So I hope to be doing some more collaboration soon. Maybe we'll make it up there to Tennessee.
Yeah. Y'all do the Californias and I'm like, bring this little show here. We do shirts here.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, we're gonna
Houston. I can't follow y'all places like that. And I'm like, but I love to see. I love to create.
Yeah.
And I don't have many businesses. I don't have landscaping businesses and everything. But now that I'm doing something I really love creating shirts.
Yeah.
So when I'm on Photoshop, that's like my downtime to relax.
Yep.
So you find somewhere that you really enjoy. It's not work.
Exactly. You can stay up to 2.
Yeah, it's not work. My wife says all the time, "What do you?"
Yeah.
I just love Photoshop, so I'm on Photoshop.
Yeah.
Don't know what I'm doing, but I'm on here.
And then it marries with the things that now you have a product that you can attach to it. You have information, and that's the thing. Like nowadays, is that information.
So that was ahead of the game because when DTF came out, I was already taking your classes and all that. So when that came out, I was like, oh, the game is wide open now.
Yeah.
So
I had a few of y'all trying to get Shannon, come on over here to DTF. I was like, I bought a couple printers. They're just sitting and waiting. So I'll probably sell my L1800s. But because now I have this, I don't need the L1800s. I have 2 of them.
No.
I have 2 of them.
That's like
I love this.
You gotta have some Tylenol.
And we didn't even do the roll media, so that's just cheap. So the roll media is gonna have me rolling for real.
Oh yeah, that's the roll media is gonna really trip you out because you can print, like I said, if you want the image to be 25 by 25 inches long.
I don't know.
You got one. You can print your whole self out standing up and then press it on the wall.
I wanted to. Y'all check this out. I know. we'll just rotate that towards this little fin here. Yeah, so I travel with these tablecloths all the time. They're just like regular black tablecloths. And I didn't want to sublimate the full tablecloth. So what I'm going to do is do these big 24-inch by, whatever. That's going to be perfect because I don't have to waste. That'd be a whole lot of sublimation ink, wouldn't it?
Yes.
Like a whole lot.
You can just do your.
Yeah, I can just do the facade of it, just the front of it. So I'm going to do that and, hopefully.
That's why it's a lot of people that's doing that. I got a friend.
Yeah.
That he just put his logo with
that's
DTF.
It. Yeah, that's it. And then that way it is where it is, and I don't have to worry about doing an entire sheet of anything and turning it. But
it also goes on wood.
Oh, yeah. I can't wait to try it on belts, like leather.
About that. Like,
yes.
I might do it on belt.
Yeah. I think you can even put these on like tumblers and stuff, right?
Yeah, you put on tumblers.
Mugs and that sort of thing.
They tried it on everything. Yeah. People are doing it on everything now.
Yeah. So I'll be playing with this DTF thing because this is no joke. And the powder is what is really special about this process, and that powder is going to allow it to adhere to just about anything. Yes. So yeah, I'm
and as you see, and I'm not knocking my own stuff, but as you see, you don't have to. We use white powder on all of it. Mm-hmm. Just imagine it's going to pop a little bit more if I use the black powder, but they're just showing you. But you can still do white because we started off with just white on black shirts.
Do I have some black powder?
Yes, you got it.
Oh my gosh, I get to try the black powder.
Yeah, so it's going to pop a little bit more with the black powder because it's really going to block it.
Got you. So the dye migration really can't occur with the black.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Well, so we just did everything in white, and you see,
it still
can be done.
Right.
So it's all about curing the settings.
Yep.
A lot of people get frustrated because they press it too hot. They try to do 400 degrees. You can't do that. Yeah. You're gonna burn the image into the shirt.
Right.
And that's what they're getting. So it don't take that much pressure to put that on there.
Like I said, it's really smooth and buttery. You don't need it. You don't need to see the texture of the shirt through the print.
And I put my settings in the group all the time. I tell people because the people want to know the settings. Yeah. 280 degrees. 15
I say if you do it at 280, then you're good. Yes. You are good for almost any fabric, any application out there. Because even if you put it on like faux leather, the PVC, like fake leather. That has a very, very low temperature where it burns. Mm-hmm. So something like 280, I could put it on a fake leather bag, like, faux leather purse or something. You can put your logos on faux leather purses. Hey!
That's what people, they already doing it. I was doing billfolders for graduation.
Yeah, exactly. So
I had that little graduation thing on there and everything, billfolders.
Because that stuff scorches at 300. So anything 300 is scorches. What does that say? You need to learn Photoshop? Come on over to the Academy, N8 Academy, and we got you on the Photoshop. Say hello to the buddy for me. I will say hello to the buddy, Sam, the buddy.
We're not going to talk about this buddy now because I've already been looking at this.
Yeah, so we'll get this. Oh, and somebody wins a buddy. I have to go through all of the entries because I love my people, but some of y'all didn't follow the directions. So the folks that did you?
I followed the directions.
Did you make it was a TikTok video. And the more posts that you did with the hashtag Shanon said so.
TikTok.
Oh, now we got to make TikToks. But the deadline was Thursday. So somebody's going to win a buddy. I have to go through and see every time that you did the hashtag Shanon said so, you got entered for a new chance. So I have to tally up those and tell y'all who won this buddy. So they get a buddy and a set of jigs. All right, the live classes are Wednesday at 8 p.m. And we're also, you can do the replay of the classes anytime that you want. All right, loves. And you over there eyeballing the buddy? I'm eyeballing. Do y'all want to see the buddy? Yeah, let's see if we can roll this over there a little bit. Thank you. All right, so Aunt's over here eyeballing this buddy. I think he's going to get it. There it is. It's my buddy and me. All right. There you go. So that's Aunt's buddy then.
Yeah, Sam.
Yep. So buddy's over there just rolling around, minding his or her business. And it's about to disappear to Tennessee. Yeah, it's very light. And so the thing about it is, like, depending on how high you have your press. So I have my press on a motorcycle mount. But you can lift it up, and it actually goes on this one too. So I'll put it on the big one, or I'll put it on the small heat press, depending on what project I'm working on. Because even the big heat press is not, it's not big enough to do like a extra large 3X sort of thing. So this does all the way up to a 3X. So yeah, you just roll around with your buddy, and then when you're ready to take it, we'll pull the little legs off there. You can take that on with you. And I think we probably even have a set of jigs here if you want a set of jigs too. But this is going to help you press with your 16 by 20 press. And then even if you get to where you're doing a large format press, you can still transfer it over to that.
Yeah, because all I have is the 16 by 20.
Yeah. So that's it.
I've been, going to invest it back into another. I had a 9800, sublimation printer.
Yeah.
I was doing all over shirts and everything, but DTF came and was like, get that out.
Yeah, I know. You go right back to your first one, right?
Yeah, but hey, I appreciate everybody. Like I said, I got a long ride back in the morning.
Yeah.
So y'all check on me tomorrow. Call me. Hey, Aunt, you good?
Yeah,
I gotta ride back.
You might have to do a little Facebook Live.
Yeah.
Just to keep your energy up.
It's a 9-hour ride. That's what it is, 9 hours. Yeah. So I'm gonna leave out about 2 in the morning.
Oh, okay. Well, then we gotta get you wrapped up. So y'all, listen. We appreciate y'all. We love you dearly. And until next time, bye.
Keep it flawless.
Keep it flawless. Bye.